This is West of Dead. It just came out on Game Pass. It's also available on Steam. And like most of the games I play these days, it's a roguelike. It's also a top-down shooter, like the other half of the games I play. So let's just get into a run and see how it works. My controller is running out of batteries, and so if that drives you crazy, be prepared to be driven crazy. I do have some extra batteries just waiting for me over there, so if things get bad.
It looked like dying weren't gonna take just yet.
Alright, so every time you die, here, I'm going to turn this direction. Every time you die, you come back to this bar. But you can see the walls actually look more like...
Real close to asking the barman how long he'd worked here. But something in his eyes said I really didn't want the answer.
So yeah, the walls are kind of more like stone. This is actually like tunnels in hell. So a quick little tour of some of the elements of the world here. It's usually really, really dark. But you can hit X on these lanterns to light them up. And when they light up, they immediately stun enemies around them. And then they leave the world lit. Enemies in the darkness are really hard to target with your guns. Okay, let's see what guns are starting with here. So the structure of this game is very much like Dead Cells. It starts you with a couple of random weapons. You can unlock new random weapons through progressing the game. And then between levels, you've got places where you stop to get new stuff and replenish your health, that sort of thing. So just think about Dead Cells as a top-down shooter with cover mechanics, and you've sort of got the kind of game this is. Okay, so you'll notice at the bottom left of the screen, I've got one weapon on my left trigger and another weapon on my right trigger. The left trigger looks like I wasn't actually paying enough attention. The left trigger looks like it might be a shotgun or maybe just a... Well, we'll find out. Okay, there's some guys in here, so I'm going to ignite this real quick. Okay, I can see that guy up in the distance. I'm going to hide behind cover. Oh, he's stunned. There we go. Okay, so it looks like I've got kind of either a little carbine or a really big pistol in my left hand, and in my right hand I've got a rifle. So each of the types of guns has different advantages. The pistols can fire quickly, so you can just sort of get a lot of lead into somebody really fast and sort of stun lock them while you're doing that. Rifles are good for doing a lot of damage with slow aimed shots. And then shotguns do spread damage and a lot of damage at short range. Okay, so here's a couple of guys that tend to run right at you. So as long as you're behind cover, you're immune to damage, which is great, but the cover degrades, and so you can only use it for so much time before you have to find somewhere new to go. So this is definitely a... wait, who's that? What's this? Oh, it's just a breakable box. Cool. So this is a much more sort of like thoughtful, tactical top-down shooter than you usually see. Most of the time when I'm playing a top-down shooter, it's just like frantic. It's almost like a shmup. It's like you're running around trying to dodge bullets real quick. You stay in constant motion, constantly firing. This one you think a lot more about cover, where you're standing relative to other people, and you're sort of very carefully choosing your moves. Okay, so I found an altar where I can grow my character. I usually grab additional firearm damage at first. There's a lot of games where the upgrades you get to your character are somewhat randomized. This just has 3 straight up tracks, like just health, damage, and the timing and availability of your bonus skills. None of which I have right now. All right, so you'll see in the bottom right corner there's a little mini map, which I use to kind of help me navigate and figure out where I've been and where I haven't been yet. So you can see in the bottom right there, you've got like a little fog of war on this hallway that I'm starting to explore now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The fights get much more intense later on, I promise. Okay, let's go this way. So you'll notice that whenever... So I've got this little thing around my feet that shows which direction I'm aiming, which is pretty helpful because a lot of the time it's hard to tell exactly what direction I'm going to fire. It's really easy to miss, guys, if you're not paying attention to this little aiming reticle. You'll also notice that it puts a second reticle on whatever my bullet is going to hit. You see that little bracket that's appearing on that cover? That's showing me that that if I shoot, it's going to go straight into cover instead of hitting something. And you can use those to figure out which enemy your character's targeting. So what's down this way? Oh, another altar. Okay, so after I up my damage, I usually up my health next. So now I'm up to 191 health. Ooh, okay, so we got a new gun here. So it's a double-barreled shotgun. Okay, so I can swap out... I think I'm going to swap my pistol for the double-barreled shotgun. Oh, wait, no, I just swapped the order. There we go. Okay, so now I've got 2 slow-firing weapons. Let's see if that actually ends up working well for me or being a disaster. Oh, wait, what's this gun? Ooh, so this one's looks like it's a rifle? I think it's a rifle. It does less damage, but has a bleed effect. And it reloads faster. You know what? Let's try that out. Let's see if I like the bleed effect. Let's see if we can tell that the bleed effect is happening at all. Oh, I've got a shield. Oh, sweet. I can trigger a shield with RB. Okay, so that guy's bleeding. Oh, and the bleeding killed him. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Oh, this guy's got bombs. Shotgun. Boom. Is that everybody? Everybody except the breakable box. So it's really interesting to me how they've decided to light this game. They've just got these areas of complete pitch blackness with just little spotlights of light. And they'll sometimes put enemies in the blackness, and you either have to run up and turn on a light in order to see them, or you have to fire blindly into the dark and hope that you're hitting what you're trying to hit. Okay, so there's that guy. So it looks like the other guys didn't even see me until I started firing. Okay, you can see they're degrading my cover. Oh, my cover is fully degraded. Okay, so I just blinded that guy. Was that the last guy? I think that was the last guy. So the stuff I'm picking up, some of it is called Sin, which is what I spend to upgrade, to create long-term upgrades for my character, and the other one is Iron, which I spend in the short term to get like better weapons and power-ups and stuff like that from shopkeepers. Oh, I don't even need any health? Wow. Usually I'm way more hurt by now. Who else is there? Oh, crap. Oh, got hit. So you can see from even this far away, I can tell I didn't hit that guy because of the little symbol that appears around his feet. They're really kind of, a lot of the decisions they're making in this game are about making it easier for you to tell exactly what it is you're doing, and make very, careful, thoughtful decisions. Right, so this is the exit. Question is, do I want the exit? I think before I leave, I should probably go after this one area of the map that I haven't explored yet, because I can get more currency out of it, and my character's in good enough shape that I don't expect there to be a lot of risk in it. By the way, this little travel pad here, I've got no idea what it's for. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of unlockable skill that I can get later. I mean, if this game is like Dead Cells in every way, I suspect that at some point I'll unlock the ability to use that travel pad, and it'll take me to a different part of the level that I normally couldn't reach. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Alright, so let's head over, where is it? Down this way, over here. Looks like rolling doesn't actually make me go much faster. Avoiding all of the weapons that I dropped. How do I... So occasionally navigating in the world can be kind of tough because it's so hard to see. But it's never been a huge problem for me. Like, occasionally I'll be a little bit confused, but by and large, despite the sheer amount of darkness, they do make this world pretty navigable. These little candles they have scattered all over the ground are a huge part of it. Okay, so let's... Oh, crap. Crap. That wasn't good. But you know what? I've got a shield. Alright, that worked. I took a little bit of damage, but I'm so far away from... Oh, hey. Ooh. Hidden supply crate. I'm so far away from death. And because, you know, my... I get to completely refresh my health between each level, I'm just not worried about it. Ooh, an axe. Okay, so on LB I've got an axe I can throw at people. I think eventually... maybe I'll unlock the ability to travel between places on these little pads here or something. I'm not sure what these pads are for. I always stand on them when I can, but I don't know what they do. If I eventually do get the ability to like teleport around on those pads, that'd be really convenient, because like right now, I went back to get this area, but now I've got to get all the way to the other end of the map in order to leave, which is, you know, it's a lot of running. Come with me on this lovely journey as we run through a really, really long level. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, I guess it's not that slow. We get to enjoy more of this lovely art. Yeah, this game is stylized so hard, but I love it. Oh, hey, I can even heal. Superfluously. Okay. And out we go. I also love sort of the minimalist Western guitar type music in the soundtrack. Alright, so this is the sort of interstitial place between levels. So the first thing I do is spend my sin on long-term upgrades. Alright, so I've got 12 sin. I always seem to have 12 sin after the first level. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the sin is the large orbs that I get from killing enemies. So it feels like maybe the first level just is designed to always have 12 sin. It's very, very kind of surprisingly predictable. So I guess let's unlock a lantern or an ice pick. Let's go lantern. Okay, I've unlocked a lantern, and let's do the ice pick. Okay, so we dropped a lantern here. I really like the axe, so let's replace the shield with the lantern. Wait, I did that wrong. Let's replace the shield with the lantern.
Didn't know quite what to make of it, so tucked it away.
So I think what the lantern could do is give me the effects of setting off one of those hanging lanterns anytime I want to. I'm presuming that's what it is. We'll find out. Alright, level 2. The hunt. So sometimes it's hard to kick these obstacles. I'll accidentally fire my gun. Because kicking and firing guns uses the same button. It's just context and whether you're aiming. Alright, so let's get behind cover. Aim at that guy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. There are some enemies in this later level that do get pretty tough, though. Oh, a bunch of enemies. Okay, here we go. So let's dodge through there. Turn this on. Whew, alright, and then there's still that guy up there. Alright, was that everybody? Yes. I do like it when a game is really clear with you about when combat is over. Like Gears has got that little guitar riff they always play at the end of combat. This one's similarly got that that they do at the end of combat. Okay, let's just... Ah! Okay, got the pig. I'm a little bit damaged. Let's... Oh, crap. Forgot that guy fires twice. Alright. Somebody's coming after me. Let's dodge in here. Okay. Set off the lantern. Alright. That didn't go great. You can see I'm starting to lose health here. So the first level, you know, once you know how the game works, is pretty easy to get through without a lot of damage. It gets harder and harder as you go. But part of the problem is I keep, you know, I'll sometimes get used to the idea in the first level that I can just charge into danger without worrying too much. You got to be really, really thoughtful as you get into the harder levels. All right, so let's... So let's upgrade our other skills. Much like in Dead Cells, the very first upgrade you do in a certain category is much more powerful than the subsequent ones. And so getting one of each upgrade initially is usually the best move in my mind because... Oh, let's see here. Throwable explosive. Now let's not use that. You know what? I'll tell you later. There's so many guys. I am dodging like a crazy person. What is that thing? Oh, crap. That wasn't good. Oh, yikes. Okay, let's take this guy out. Sheesh. Whew, okay. Yeah, that went really badly for me. Luckily, I've got the ability to heal. So it takes a while. I can't really do it in the middle of combat. I only get one of them right now. One of my long-term upgrades, just like in Dead Cells, is giving myself more opportunities to heal. What's this way? A decisive blade. Causes critical damage on stunned enemies. I'm not sure how to make stunned enemies. Oh, wait. I've got the lantern. Okay, so let's grab... Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Let's grab this knife instead of the axe. And then I've got kind of a 1-2 punch where I can stun someone with the lantern and then hit them with the knife. Let's see how that goes. Alright, let's, yeah. Let's just dodge here for a little bit. Alright, let's... Oh, yikes, okay. Oh, gosh! Well, that wasn't very good. I'm disappointed by that knife. Come on, die. There we go. Okay, my health is really low. Alright. Oh, who's this? Get away from me. Okay. Last guy. Alright, is that everybody? Yep. You can tell by the camera change.
Like that, I'd be done for. I needed patching up.
Yeah, I need patching up, but I don't have any options. I wonder if I can get to the exit before I have to fight another group like that again. Nope. Apparently not. Oh, sheesh. Oh, that's it. I'm dead. So this game is hard. Kind of like Curse of the Dead Gods. It's a pretty hard roguelike. You can get a little ways into it, but until you really get used to the way that it plays and sort of learn better strategies, it can be pretty rough. So it kind of goes on like that. It'll probably take me some time to get good enough at it to get much further than that. So I think I'm going to cut the video short right here. But that's West of the Dead. It feels really good to play. I should say that that sort of like each shot that you take feels like it has a kick. It's got an impact. Like a lot of when you're playing a game that is as repetitive as a roguelike, you really want sort of the moment to moment gameplay to feel really strong, and that's definitely true here. So Rainier asks, do they not give you a rifle butt melee attack when enemies come too close? They do, and I wasn't using it. So yes, if you hit the shoot button without aiming while an enemy is really close to you, or I think you might even be able to do it while aiming. If you do that while an enemy is close to you, you will rifle butt them, and I think it will sort of stun them a little bit, or at least interrupt them. And if I was doing that more, I probably would have had a better chance of survival. And Rainier says that the soundtrack reminds him a little bit of Firefly, which I think is completely legit. So anyway, let's wrap this up and see what else we can move on to.